everyone, welcome to School of Scarlet. I'm so happy to be here with you today. So today we have kind of a fun topic, or maybe you may not like it depending on what side of the spectrum you're on, but this video is to put comments on blast. So if you've left a comment before that I feel is either controversial or something that I want to clear up, I'm going to be sharing with it here today. So these comments are not meant to put anybody down or anything. They're totally to bring clarity to the question. So if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, please leave them in the comment section. I absolutely love receiving absolutely every single one of your comments. So email them to me as well if you are not feeling like commenting on YouTube. I do live sessions on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and I will be going onto different platforms soon. So this is something I just kind of jump on and do questions. I found out that through my courses, I absolutely love doing question and answers. I think this is one of the most effective ways to really reach people energetically. So this is my method now, and my method of teaching as well. So I do have some courses that I offer in School of Scarlet. I offer the unconditional course, and stay tuned to the very end of this video so you can get the information about what is to come with School of Scarlet. Some very exciting news. But anyhow, today I'm going to start with our main comment. Now, this comment has come through since the very beginning. Now, I'm going to explain to you why. The comment is, isn't there no self? That comment comes through again and again and again. If you go through my comment section, you will see that comment. Now, where is this comment coming from? Why do people comment something like that? Well, it's coming from non-duality programming. So a lot of people that have come on to non-duality content, if they haven't had a direct experience, they really have this kind of fight with the self. It's actually quite ironic because non-duality is about bringing everything into unity. It's not really a concept, a religion, anything like that. It just is the truth of our reality. So there's nothing to grasp here. There's nothing to get other than the direct experience of it, which a lot of people share. Well, not a lot of people, but people that share that are people who have directly experienced that. So many mystics and people over the years, over the centuries of years that humans have recorded their history, have shared this information. And this is not something new, but it is a direct experience. So many people don't understand it, which is why it doesn't turn into a religion, which is why it doesn't turn into anything like that. It is directly an experience that we experience. And through that, we experience the truth of reality, which is that there is no separation anywhere on this universe or anywhere in the appearances that you are seeing. So the comment that isn't there or there's no self, there has never been a self. There has never been anything. So when you have that realization, that question totally disappears. There is no question of the self. We can talk about the self in order to convey that to others, but it's very hard to convey that message to someone that has not had that direct experience, which is why there's all that confusion in the comments. So I know immediately when someone comments something like that, that they are in complete separation. So the second comment that I get, or that I got recently, was if there's no self or whatever, why would you need to take a course? Okay. And the thing about it is, and the thing, I think the comment, and I will try to find it to kind of link it in here, put it in here so you can see it. And the commenter really made it a fact to say that if I really believed that there was no separation, then why would I suggest a course or something that appears outside of ourselves? Okay, friends, everything that you see is appearing outside of yourself. Okay, when you go see the doctor is appearing outside of yourself. Is that not true? So if you get hurt or sick or something like that, you go to a hospital. Is that not appearing outside of yourself? If you're going to go get a degree in whatever it is that you want to get a degree in, let's say that you want to learn more about biophysics or I don't know, whatever, chemistry, you have to go to school for that, and you have to take the courses for that to obtain that degree and that knowledge in this so-called world, right? So that's how everything works here. And so those questions are quite silly because everything is an appearance outside of ourselves. What non-duality is showing us is that all of those appearances are not separate from us. So the course, the doctor, the helper, the angel, whoever it is not outside of yourself. It is part of you. And that is why when you have this experience, you don't feel separation, you feel love, you feel that everything has come together. So when a course appears in your reality, it's actually something very exciting. You're like, wow, this is perfect for me. This is exactly what I've been wanting in my reality. So it's something very exciting. So when these things occur for you, they're actually a gift for you to experience more of life and to expand into more of life. So we can either be in a state of resistance or persistence with life. And the self doesn't come into play with this, like the commenter self. There's no self. No, there's never been a self. There's just life happening. So we have to live life. And one of the huge misconceptions and why I started this talking about how non-duality is really where this question arises from, is that it's a very kind of hidden programming that a lot of people fall into in non-duality, which is why I actually started this channel. I originally started this channel because I was having people comment or reach out to me. I'm a counselor, and talking about non-duality, and they had let go of all of their goals. They had let go of, some of them, their families. Some of them, they had like just totally let go of themselves, like stopped taking care of themselves, went into a depression, just total disintegration of their lives. And when I got to talking to these people, it's because they thought that in order to experience non-duality, they had to let go of their selves. We don't have to let go of ourselves ever. You have to come into union with yourself and all aspects of yourself. Stop judging yourself. Love yourself. And in that so-called self merges with the divine aspect of you that has always been seamless. And there is no separation, and you realize that there never has been. It's just been your programming, your mind, and everything like that, creating a perception that there is a separate being, but there never has been. There's just life happening. So we don't have to classify if there is a self or no self. We don't have to get threatened by somebody offering us a very helpful course. As a matter of fact, the third question or whatever that comes through that's quite kind of almost just comical is why get therapy? Why get help? Well, if you're suffering, for example, the people that are making those comments say that they have depression, or, you know, some of them come to me and they say, I've been dealing with anxiety for years, or, you know, I can't get over this issue that I have. Well, that's what therapy is there for. It's just like a doctor. It's been around, not as long as doctors, but it has been around now long enough for us to know that it is a helpful method for us to deal with our emotions. So there are different parts of ourselves. We are not just the spiritual side. We are experiencing the human side here on earth, which is what I really talk about on this channel. And the human side of us requires maintenance and care just like anything else. I had to take a shower today, get dressed, put my makeup on, take care of myself, brush my teeth. Just because I'm not a self or realize that does not mean that I totally let myself go and not take care of myself. So part of my work in therapy and working with people as a counselor is really bringing people back into their lives. I found people really in some very unraveled, disheveled stages in this non-dual so-called state. Now, this state, there's nothing ever wrong in anything that's occurring, because as soon as you even get to that very end of that circle, the very beginning is on the other side. It just keeps going. It's a circle. So don't ever think that if you're at the end of your rope, that's it. There is no that's it. It keeps going. This is an infinite nature that we are living. And I'll link a video in the comments and descriptions that I just made about this. But you're never left alone. There's always something there which is holding you, which is the unconditional love that you are. So you're never going to make a mistake on this journey. But the biggest mistake that I feel that you could make as a human being, as experiencing this vessel that you're in, this temple, is to deny yourself, is to abandon yourself, is to say that there is no self at all and not pursue anything in your life and just sit there like a bump on the log. Because that, my friend, is not living. That is not life. That is not non-duality. That is not anything. And I would probably go as far as to say to just not even follow anything about non-duality, nothing. Just live your life. If a video like resonates with you or something, watch it if you want. But it's not about following a concept. It's not about following the rules or the teachings of so-called this person, or this person has said this, or this is the #1 non-duality teacher and has said this. It's not about that, my friend. There is no one, again, outside of yourself that's going to tell you about your own experience. So live your own life, experience your own life. If that teacher is speaking about their life and it's occurring in that way, then that's how it's occurring for them. They are a unique individual who is having a unique infinite experience in the very many infinite options that there is of that experience. And there will never be another experience like it ever again. And there will never, ever, ever be another experience like your experience ever, ever again. But if you so choose to follow others and just be kind of like an echo or a copycat to others, then that's what your life will be. But as soon as you align with your own sacred heart and begin following that, you will experience a unique path that will unfold and will flourish and flourish into something very unique. And you see, that is the missing piece here on this earth, is you. So you wonder what's wrong with this earth. You wonder why things are the way they are, why this person's saying there's a self or no self, and you don't know why you're commenting this or why this person's saying this, or it's very confusing. Well, it's because you haven't connected with your authentic self. The whole universe is waiting for you just to be yourself. And when that pie is complete and we can stick it back into the whole pie, that whole pie will now be complete and will be in wholeness. And everything in that ecosystem, everything in that pie will be complete. But so long as you're missing, there is a missing piece in that pie, and that is a problem. So you take it how it is. If you want to live in this life where it's kind of problematic, confusing, then deny yourself, abandon yourself, continue to say there is no self. Stop denying your true self is really what's going on here. It's time to connect with your authentic self and follow the path of your heart that will slowly lead you to those things that are more of you. And before you know it, you'll look back or you'll look at yourself and you will be totally authentic. As it is now, you're pleasing this person, you're pleasing that person, and you're running from place to place, pleasing people that are not even there for you. So I want you to really reflect on everything that I've said here. And if it's still threatening to you that I offer you a course here at the very end, then there's something more for you to reflect on. You're either in resistance or you're in persistence of life. So you tell me, are you resisting life or are you persisting with life? If you'd like to persist with life, I have a brand new course coming out. It's called Unlocked. Now, my original course, and it's still available, and you can always contact me at schoolofscarlet@gmail.com to sign up. I do all of my courses through Teachable and live sessions on Zoom. So if you'd like to sign up for either course, email me. Now, Unlocked goes a step further into more of what I'm talking about in this video. Now, the unconditional course aligns you to your sacred heart, which allows you to walk the path of your heart without any resistance, without any issues, without the world changing your authentic path. Unlocked is actually a course that helps you to unlock all of these different energies that have been locked within you. So I talk about life force in many of my videos. I have lots of content, over 300 videos, so go back and check them if you want. They are all really good. And if you find any videos around life force, you will probably want to watch them to understand this more. But we all have life force running through us. It is the energy that is running through everything. And we kind of delegated out, and sometimes it's being drained. Sometimes we're always allowing this. But when we're children, when we go through trauma, when things are stressful, we actually lock parts of that life force. So let's say, like, I'm a therapist. So when I learned about counseling, mental health, all of these things, we learned about trauma. Now let's just talk about childhood trauma, for example. When a child experiences something, let's say like abuse of some kind, they have to disassociate from that because it is too much for their system, the vessel, the body to handle. So I work with nervous system care, all this stuff. So that's the body. But what happens with that body and that energy is that it gets locked. It says, okay, I cannot handle this situation emotionally. So a part of that energy, that life force, will be locked up. And so many people that I talk to do not remember their childhoods. I don't remember a lot of my childhood. When things happen that they were traumatic, we lock up. We lock up memories, we lock up energy. And when we go through these courses and things, we begin to feel them unlock. And then boom, we get hit with things that have to release, and we have to kind of go through that experience. And so that's what this course is. It's unlocking all of the life force that has been locked up in you. And so if you find yourself today in a space that you have no energy to pursue your actual hobbies, your passions, you're not able to go on dates with your husband, wife, reignite passion. You can't play with your kids. You can't play with your pets. It doesn't seem that you're able to do any passion projects. You're only able to do your work. If you're so locked up in life, that your energy is so locked up in all of these centers, you, my friend, this course is meant for you. This video and this offering is meant for you. So email me at schoolofscarlet@gmail.com, and in the comment section or in the subject line of your email, put in there unlocked. And in doing that, that will go ahead and kind of unlock you in a sense, in a very energetic sense, to move forward. And I'll get you enrolled in the Unlock course, and together we will go through that. So I think this is one of the most potent courses I have ever put out, and I invite you with my full heart to join this course. Simply email me at schoolofscarlet@gmail.com. I will only be promoting this course for a month, and then we will get started, y'all. So thank you so much for watching. If you stay tuned to the very end, thank you so much. If you do not know, in my comment section, in my community tab, if you leave a comment down below, I will be picking randomly some viewers, because we have some new subscribers and stuff, to give them a bundle of my School of Scarlet journal and my book Euphoria. It will be a signed copy, totally free for you. So comment down below this video, even a heart, a thumbs up, anything will do. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all.